The question is the Federation Chamber now adjourn. The member for Indi.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and congratulations on your election win, and lovely having you back here. It's often said that local government is the form of government which is closest to the community, and I'm very proud to have a strong and productive relationship with all of the local governments in Indi, and as an MP, I see it as one of my priorities to strongly represent the interests of local government in Indi to Parliament. And as we prepare for the Victorian local government elections, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge, honour and thank all the councillors who work across the 9 LGAs in Indi, and to thank you for your work over the past 4 years. As a community, we are grateful to you for your commitment, your dedication and your ability to truly engage with all communities. As a Member of Parliament, I'm particularly grateful to you for your public service, your public advocacy, your policy advice and your true commitment to advance the future of our communities. So to retiring councillors, I wish you well and say thank you. And for those standing for re-election, happy campaigning and fine weather as you move among the electorate. On Monday the 5th of September, I met with CEOs and mayors of our local governments in Indi, in what we have agreed will now form the foundations for the Indi LGA Advisory Group. And I have committed to be a strong representative for local government in this place. And today I'm very pleased to bring before this House a summary of issues placed before me by local government in North East Victoria. Consistency of funding is a key issue. Local government needs consistency of funding to enable long-term planning and budgeting. For this in particular, the federal government financial assistance grants and the current freeze on indexation has placed great inconvenience and cost to all our communities. So the call on the government to lift that freeze and to put in place strategies for regrouping the cost to local government over the last 3 years. The National Stronger Regions funding round. Local government has been expecting a reply from the government and announcements in July this year. The delays in making the announcement are impacting on local government's ability to plan. So I call on the Minister to make the announcement soon to give local government surety for its planning and its ability to build infrastructure. There has been great support and interest in the proposed new Building Stronger Regions program, and local government asked for the government to make the announcement of when those guidelines will be announced. There's also very strong support for the Roads to Recovery program and a sense from my community that this is really important funding that brings huge benefit to my communities. However, this funding is on an ad hoc basis. So what my local government asks is that we have consistency of funding for the long term and that we don't have to keep coming back time after time for renewal of funding, that it be incorporated into the funding that the Commonwealth give local government and that local government can rely on that really important roads funding. Connections, particularly via telecommunications and transport, are another really important issue. So the rollout of mobile phone towers, the rollout of NBN, the importance of our railway line. Another issue brought to my attention is the impact that the NDIS is going to have on councils, and a request for an opportunity to work between the NDIS and local government on how that will be delivered in our rural communities. However, all these issues, Mr Deputy Speaker, are underpinned by the need of the Commonwealth Government, which campaigned at the last election on a slogan that it's got a plan for jobs and growth. So my question to the Commonwealth Government is, what is your plan for jobs and growth for regional Australia? How will you acknowledge the role of local government? And how will you give us a national plan that actually recognises the role of regional Australia in our growth? So I was pleased to meet with Senator Nash, Minister for Local Government, on Wednesday and convey these findings from my local government to her. We have agreed to have regular meetings and I've extended to her an invitation to come to Indi and meet with my local governments in Indi. And I'm very pleased to say that she's accepted that invitation. So in closing, thank you local government, thank you councillors, thank you staff. Thank you for so much of what you do to make Indi such an amazing place to live and to work, and for me to be such a proud representative in this place.
The question